Hey guys, Tom601, and today we're going to go over the Halloween event for World of Warships Legends. We have all the sort of details that you need to be successful, what the rewards are, and just kind of breaking down the whole event. So, with all that said, let's dive in. And if you're a veteran of World of Warships, you know the deal with Halloween. It's a PvE event. This year, it's a bit different, and I have to say, I think this is my favorite incarnation of this event, just because the rules of everything are pretty simple and it feels really good. You kind of have to take advantage of the AI, but it feels good. On face value, there are 4 levels of the event: easy, medium, hard, and then Nightmare. But Nightmare has up to 9 difficulty levels hidden with inside of it. If you want all the big rewards, you're going to want to go up and defeat the 5th layer. That's where you're going to unlock a secret destroyer that we're going to go over later. But what else can you do? Well, the event, you pick one of 3 ships: a cruiser, a battleship, or a destroyer. You have very special skills, let me tell you. Your consumables in this game mode matter the most. Use them, use them, use them. Because, well, you don't have any limits on the number of those consumables. They refresh all the time, and some of them get more powerful the more damage you do. So be sure to take advantage of it. Personally, my favorite path has been to go the cruiser. My advice for you cruiser people out there is you are the eyes of your team. Your radar is a 20-kilometer radar. You are there to help your team see the threats that are coming in, help them prioritize targets. For everyone else, and just a general rule of thumb is look for those crossfires. The AI in this is not terribly advanced. They just kind of drive in a straight line. They do have incredible game-breaking acceleration and deceleration, I will say, but overall, they kind of just go in a straight line, which means you need to spread out as a team. You need to have those crossfires. You need to be eyes up and looking at all times, because you need to be able to see when you can do the most damage. And it might not be in the lane that you were covering, but by covering one lane, you may be getting the crossfires on the other. So that's kind of the big tip. As far as the commanders go, you'll see they have a ton of powerful skills. The one thing I want to call out is the legendary skill. You may notice the legendary skill has a very weird sort of list for it, or a weird sort of description. It just says legendary might. What does that mean? Well, it's gonna do nothing at all. The final skill level doesn't buff anything on your ship. All it does is complete the final circle within your skills. So be on the lookout for it. You may also see that there is a ridiculous amount of currency needed in order to earn that. My advice, or the way you kind of do that, is once you get to Nightmare, you'll have some missions that are available in Nightmare to do 250,000 damage within a match of Nightmare mode. That's going to give you a large amount of credits that will allow you to rank up commanders all the way in that legendary mode. My advice is kind of get at least 1 legendary tick in there, and then once you get another one down, use that to fully upgrade your other commanders. That way you're able to play all the ships relatively effectively. So with the commanders all talked about, let's go ahead and talk about what you're actually doing in the match. Now, in easy, medium, and hard mode, you have a set of 5 objectives that you must complete all of them. They'll be on the right hand side. Basically, it's kill everything before it gets into a circle and have at least 3 of you survive. That is the base of it. Kill everything, don't let Transylvania die, and good luck. That's how you beat easy, medium, and hard. Nightmare mode, though, changes the rules up, and I do appreciate this because, God, I don't know how you would do it if you had to follow the other rules. For Nightmare mode, all you have to do is save Transylvania. That's the only win condition in Nightmare mode, or at least in the lower tiers of Nightmare mode. Let's see if they end up getting harder the further we go up. But That's all you have to do in that mode. It's relatively easy. But the real question then is, what are you doing all of this for? Well, the big reward for this event is the Tier 5 battleship Rasputin. You may know Rasputin from trying to sink it or sinking it a bunch of times in this event. It is a Nikolai with a couple of stats changed around. A little bit difference in the HP, in the gun range, in the concealment, but its biggest change is going to be in the heal. It has a much quicker, much heavier heal, almost like a British super heal, that it comes equipped with. It's going to cost 11,000 of the event coin, and truth be told, there is a way to earn Rasputin for free. But in order to do it, I believe you have to get to the very end of the event. You have to get to the highest circle of Nightmare mode, which, from what I can feel, it sounds like is going to be incredibly difficult. So if you want Rasputin, you're probably going to have to buy a couple of bundles of the Halloween containers. Contained within the Halloween containers, the super drop for the Halloween containers, I'll go ahead and put up the drop rates right here. But the super prize for the Halloween containers is the Leviathan. Leviathan is a Tier 6 American battleship. It's just North Carolina. It is North Carolina with a skin. There are no stat changes on Leviathan. It just gets the premium bonuses of getting extra percentage of XP and therefore extra GXP, Commander XP, and coins when using it. That's the only statistical difference with Leviathan. It just sort of exists. The final ship that is available through all of this is the Hidden Destroyer. Now, if you get through Tier 5 or Legendary Circle 5 or Nightmare Circle 5, God, so many confusing names for this. If you get through Nightmare Circle 5 of the event, you will be rewarded with a special destroyer. Now, the devs didn't want to tell us. They didn't tell the community contributors. They were like, we'll tell you once someone earns it. Well, thankfully, a user over on Reddit, Frustration in Order, did end up posting this as they completed all 5 circles, or at least they got through 5 circles. And the reward for this is Nicholas, the American destroyer. As far as what Nicholas is over on PC, I believe it is their Tier 5 tech tree boat. So we're getting one of the tech trees as our as a premium. Interesting to see. I feel like this has happened before, where we get a tech tree as a premium. It's relatively underwhelming over on PC, which I think makes it the perfect sort of ultimate reward for this season or for this event. That way, no one feels like they're being left out because they weren't able to complete this. And speaking of getting left out because they weren't able to complete this, as far as my overall advice for being able to finish out and get Nicholas, I would say try to front load your gameplay of this. Every single year in Halloween, it's always easiest to complete these events in the opening days, and that's because, well, you have the better players, or you have players who haven't completed it, who are higher in the skill gap, still playing. And the sooner you run out of those people in the matchmaking pool, the harder and harder it gets. So if you want to be able to obtain Nicholas, and you want to get all the way through 5 circles of Nightmare, start playing right now. That is going to be my big piece of advice for you if you want to see this through. So with all that said, that's kind of the Halloween event in overall shell. What do you guys think of it? Like I said, I think it's my favorite incarnation of the Halloween event. We've seen it a lot through the years, but I want to know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.